Hey guys, welcome back to Weekday Wanderlust. Candace Gray here from Rafa Healing. Weekday Wanderlust serves you bite-sized tips for mindset shifts and business management strategies to get your life in alignment with the travel lifestyle that you really want to live. This week we're talking about persistence, and today we're going to talk about situations where persistence really pays off. Number one, when incremental change adds up. Now, sometimes I know we feel like we fail when in fact our efforts have accomplished something. If you've been sticking to a workout for 2 weeks, for instance, and you're seeing no results, then you might be tempted to give up. In fact, the reality is that you probably have lost some weight, you probably built some muscle, but it's just not noticeable yet. Over time, if you keep trying, then the benefits they're going to add up incrementally, and eventually you'll be able to get where you want to be. Now, I know me, for instance, literally after a week or two of either working out or changing my eating habits, I'm like on the scale, and I'm like, oh my God, there's like 1 pound gone, forget it. And then I stop. So that's something that you have to continue to be persistent. After a couple of weeks, you'll start noticing the pounds dropping off. Tip number two, situations where persistence really pays off. When you can learn something from it, you should keep trying in any situation that you can learn from. So let's just say it's building a successful website that you're interested in. You should note that you'll be learning from each failed attempt. And what that means is that you'll be increasingly more likely to succeed. If you give up now, then the very next time might have been the time that you got it right. I know for me, I've learned so much in building a business and a lot of the background processes. I remember there was the final task that I needed to do right before launch, and it was so confusing to me. And I was just like, you know what, forget it. I'm going to outsource, and I'm going to hire somebody who knows what they're doing and who can do it efficiently. And for whatever reason, it didn't work out. And I just had to tell myself, you know what, Candice, you can do this. Take your time, pay attention, and just knock it out. And I did. And so it's crazy because I tried it and it didn't work quite right the first time. I tried it again. I literally went through it maybe 4 to 5 times before I got it. And the feeling when you finally get it, that feeling of accomplishment means so much. So for me, it's like I was going to choose to outsource and have someone else take care of it when the fact that I kept trying actually proved to myself that I can do it myself. Now, in the future, will I continue to do it? Probably not. I probably will outsource, but I know that I can do it. Tip number three, when trying gives you hope. Sometimes there is serious value in trying, even when it's not yielding the results that you want. Sometimes having that concrete goal can be almost like having a light at the end of the tunnel, and that it gives you something to keep trying towards and to keep working for. When you give up, you take that away, which is why it's so important to carry on. For me personally, the transition from working a full-time 9 to 5 job into the career that I create for myself, that is my light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what drives me every single day with the smaller task and with the bigger task, because I'm working for this goal. I'm working for the dream career that I'm trying to build. If I stop working for that, I'm sitting in this situation, and that light at the end of the tunnel starts to dim. I don't want it to dim. This is my hope right here. And so this is going to continue to drive me where I want to go. So your 3 tips in persistence, where situations where persistence really pays off, is when incremental change adds up. Don't stop after the first try, the second try, the first week or the second week. Keep going. You're going to see the small increments. Tip number 2, when you can learn from it. There's a learning lesson in everything. You try it once, you fail. What do you learn? You try it again, you fail. What do you learn? Take each lesson and then tweak it the next time you do it. And tip number 3 is when trying gives you hope. Honey, that light at the end of the tunnel, don't let it burn out. Keep looking for that light. Keep striving for that. Because if you keep your eye focused on this light, look, before you know it, you're going to be here. You're going to overcome all the stuff to get here because you kept your eye on the prize. Those are your 3 weekday Wanderlust tips. Tuesday, join me Wednesday for Weekday Wanderlust. We're still talking about persistence, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.